Hi, everybody. What we have here is the Empires and Alliances set up. Got everything set up on the table for the August 1914 scenario to start off, kick off the war. As you can see here, this is a fairly large map. And sorry about the glare, but that's just the nature of the beast here. All right, so starting over here, we got the Netherlands are set up in our area. We got Belgium up in their starting areas. And here we got the English are in London, and then the French are on the border here, set up in their primary starting gate for their offensive, possibly. And they have some troops and stuff scattered throughout the area. You know, they have some in Paris and what is this? Toulon? Dijon. There we go. And is that Nice? Yeah. And then they have some troops down here in Algeria and Tunisia. The Italians are just parked around in their little area, just kicking back and relaxing, growing their grapes and eating their pasta. Here's the German forces. They are stacked up here 3 deep for the big offensive to go forward and smash. Like the Hulk, I guess. And so that's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen here. In the first couple months of the war, the Germans are restricted in the scenario. They can't, I think it's only 2 units can go from the Western Front to the Eastern Front to ship them off over here. Because if you look, you know, the whole plan was that the Germans would smash into France, take them out before the Russians can mobilize. So over here, you can see that the Germans are pretty weak. They only got a couple army groups parked right there, surrounded by all those Russian forces. There's actually more Austrians down here than there is Germans. It's like if you watched my Guns of August scenarios, like I already knew what I wanted to do, so I moved everybody over to do a Eastern Front offensive instead of having a lot of these units that were stacked up deep. That were sitting outside of Belgium. Well, they got moved over to East Prussia. And this is pretty much just like the scenario was in the Guns of August, where you have the Austrian forces are parked outside of the Serbian territory, ready to go pounce in. And you got Montenegro right there, parked in their little city. Then we have Bulgaria sitting on the frontier. You got some Romanians parked around the area. And once again, just like everything else, you have a large area of nothing going on through here. Lots and lots of vast quantities of area that is just doing nothing. And you have Greece and their 2 starting areas. And we have the Turks kicking back in their little empire with some troops sitting in the Caucasus box. And sometime in the future, some of the stuff will have to be moved to the Middle East. So that's going to be a slight problem. And then obviously we have troops all the way in the back here. It's like in Moscow has some troops. In St. Petersburg. So overall, it's a big map with lots of open spaces. So we're going to find out what's going to happen here sooner or later before we kick everything off. I still haven't decided if I'm going to use the variable entry rules for the game for the minor states like Italy, Romania, Turkey, Bulgaria, Greece. See what happens if they join or not. So I'm still debating if I'm going to do that or not. If it happens, we'll just see what happens. You know, otherwise, in the standard scenarios, like when the time comes when they actually join the war, they join that side. So was it 1916? I think the Italians joined, and then it varies from nation to nation when they kick off and join either Central Powers or the Allies. So there you go. That's everything that's laid out right now. So hopefully the next time you see this, it'll be turn 1, and we'll see how the offensive goes. We'll see if the Germans smash into Belgium to go through that nice weak area over here, bringing the Brits into the war. You can see all that open space right there. That's the frontier is open, and then you got a little tough nut to crack right there. So we'll find out what happens. All right. We'll see you later.